If you have not read Ava Redman's book, The Temp, yet, you need to get up and order that joker right now. That book is so good. Oh my God. Hello, everyone. It's Javan Son coming to you today with my first ever video book review. It's going to be brand new. It's going to be a little different. Something I've never really seen done before. Not that it hasn't been done, but I just haven't seen it done. So I don't know if there's any right or wrong way to do this, but let's get to it. Main thing I want to talk about today is Ava Redman's book, The Temp. I've started a page on Instagram, as many of you may know, and for those who don't, you should go check it out, Javan Son author. But I'm on Instagram, and so I've been adding, a bunch of authors or following them, and they've been following me back. And Ava Redman was one of the ones who followed me back. And as we were talking and reaching out, she showed interest in my video book review. It's not really a blog, because I feel like blogs, articles, etc. for book reviews are oversaturated, and the amount of traffic that's really pushed or really seen for that it just doesn't work for me. I feel like, for the work that you have to put in to make the review, to get the review set up and to actually do the review, it doesn't really help you or the author much who you're reviewing for, unless it's literally on the page where the book's being bought, which is something I'll also do myself. Because I've read the book in its entirety, I'm going to go to Amazon and find it and also leave an awesome review on this book. Now, let me tell you, this book is a contemporary romance thriller. And that genre alone is very interesting, because it's like, oh snap. So there's going to be some love. It's going to be based in some modern time, so it's going to be something we can all relate to. But there's going to be some suspense there. And when I tell you, Ava really does a great job taking over when it comes to that. Like, she had you on the edge of your seat from page one. The main characters is Eve. She's I forget her last name, but Eve, she's this kind of vulnerable acting, normal girl, kind of just living through life as she goes. Kind of almost like that background individual that just watches things around her, but never wants to be watched herself. And she's put in this predicament where she's actually blackmailed. And so, without giving away too much of the story, because this is actually the premise, and I just want to stick around the premise. I don't want to give too much away, because when I tell you this story is worth the read, it's worth the read. But sticking with the premise, she pretty much is, stuck being forced to have to follow a situation, being blackmailed by unknowns, people who she's not sure of, or people who she doesn't know who does it. And throughout the story, she's kind of just following the rules. And of course, most of this has to do with, I guess, company espionage, somebody trying to take over the company, big wigs or something. I guess they're trying to use Eve possibly to be the culprit, or the one who can help them find out whatever they need to find out, or to get close to whoever it is she needs to get close to pull this off. But either way, I'm not even sure if that's what the whole blackmail is about. That I'm going to find out more so in The Tempted, which is coming out very soon. I think she's actually going to try and release it in the next few weeks, maybe a month. But the second book is coming too. I'm trying to tell you, get this first book as soon as you can, because when that second book comes out, you're going to be glad you did. The way it ended, I had to send her a message. I was like, why'd you do that to me, Ava? Why'd you do that to me? Come on, fam. So I'm trying to tell you, it's good. The other characters to be mentioned, you got Trigger. I think it's Trigger Rains or Trigger Canes or something like that. He's one of the bosses, I think, in the book. One of my favorite characters, Roman Pierce. That dude's smooth. You'll find out more about him too. Jack and Trisha, friends of Eve's, they play a good part. Minor character Nick, maybe, who knows, he might get a bigger part in the next book. I'm not sure, but all of these all these characters play a big role, with Roman Industries Limited, just with the whole story. The coffee shop's a very important spot. you know, just the office setting. You know, we're talking about big business, corporate business, elevators, 40 plus floors, you know, pinstripe suits, tight body fitting skirts and dress sets. I mean, we're talking about sexy, flamboyant, boisterous, hot. I mean, I don't even know how many adjectives and adverbs I can come up with that can explain this book. But when I tell you, it's nothing but amazing. It was a great read. Really enjoyed her wordplay, her dialogues, how she expresses the characters' inner mind, and excuse me, her inner thoughts, her emotions, how she's battling against certain feelings and emotions for who she may think is the wrong person, how she is also very unlearned and maybe even naive to certain things, how she's learning as she goes, and how she's also just fighting against who is this person? Who is that person? Is this my blackmailer? Does he have any connection to my blackmailer? Which one of these guys is the person? You know, why am I here? Should I work here temporary? Should I get a full-time job here? Can I trust her? Can I trust them? You know, should I just try and live life outside of all of this and leave everyone alone? And why can't I just do what I want to with my body? Why can't I do what I want to with my feelings, with my emotions? Why do I have to think so much? Rumors, what rumors? It's just so much goes on in this story that really keeps you on the edge of your seat. And you can't wait to turn the next page or slide the next screen. It's really good, guys. The artwork and the cover of the book is really nice. If I'm able to, I'll make sure to add that as well to this video so you can see the front cover page of the book. It really speaks a lot for the story. I guess genre-wise, I know it's contemporary romance thriller. I'd say, you know, young adult. Maybe even young adult, maybe even, you know, right there in the, you know, teenage to young adult, you know, as far as just level of readership level or rating, you know. So, you know, you can get your 14, 15-year-old this book, 16-year-old, but the actual business part, the blackmailing part, the more deeper parts of the story, I think older adult will appreciate more, where the love interest and all of that, you know, a young adult will probably, you know, really appreciate more because it just, you know, that's what they're going through, which it's a great story. Eve's an awesome character. Ava Redman, kudos. You did a great job with this story. I'm looking forward to it. And once again, like I said, I don't know how long these videos are going to be. I was going to try and stay around the 6 to 8 minute mark, maybe 9. But when you read a book like this, it's so good. Sometimes you just want to talk more about it, but I don't want to spoil it. Even though I could tell you verbatim what happened, I just can't. That's why I'm stumbling around a little bit. But these book reviews, video book reviews, aren't supposed to be super serious. It's mainly talking about the book, talking about the author, as if we were sitting together at a coffee shop. No pun intended. But yeah, enjoyed the read. Like I said, The Temp, Ava Redman, go check it out. Get it as soon as you can. Second book coming out soon. This is Javan Son. Thank you all for tuning in. And if you have any requests, if you want your book to be reviewed as well, and you want to get a video book review done, by all means, you know, check me out. I'm also on Instagram, Javan Son Author. My YouTube page is where this is probably going to be posted. I'll send off the links. Follow me. All right, guys, y'all have a good one, and take care.